I want to begin this video with a quick warning because I feel like some of the ways that I spend my money and don't spend my money might offend some people. So in my defense, I don't really have a defense, so I can only apologize. In the past, I've made a bunch of different videos speaking about the different ways that I've tried to make money, the different ways that I have made money, and how much money I make, but I've never really spoken about how I spend my money until today. I watch quite a lot of videos like this where people from around the world who do different jobs speak about their weekly and monthly spending habits, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do my own take on this topic. So today I'm going over what I spend in a month as a 29-year-old living in Scotland. First of all, I think it makes sense to quickly go over how much I make and how I make it. So a few months ago I made a video going over my income for the last year, and in total it came to $130,000, which is about £105,000. The bulk of that money comes from YouTube ad revenue, which is what YouTube pays me for the views I get, sponsored videos, what brands pay me for promoting their products, and my YouTube course, YouTube Blueprint, where I teach people everything I know about growing a YouTube channel. Above and beyond the expected monthly expenses that I'll be going over in this video, I do have, like I'm sure all of you do, unexpected expenses that pop up every so often. For me, these can be things like new equipment to make my YouTube videos, unexpected car bills, or this cowboy hat that I got for my cat.
This ain't my first rodeo.
However, for the sake of keeping this video simple, I'm going to stick to speaking about my monthly expenses, which are pretty typical for every single month. So here they are. So I pay £12.39 a month for my phone, £32.77 for broadband, about £20 to £40 for petrol, £50 for Junior, my cat's litter, toys, insurance, food, all of that stuff. I pay £90.36 for my car every month, and that's for the loan, tax and insurance. I only pay £75 a month for the loan. It's a hire purchase loan, so I think it's either next winter or the winter after I'll own the car outright, and it's a 2018 Volkswagen Polo, so nothing too juicy. I put down £100 for tomfoolery, which is just things like clothes, entertainment, Junior's hats, just nonsense like that. I spend about £100 a month on groceries. I have two houses. I have this one, which is the tiny house, and that's going to go on Airbnb soon. I'll be moving out of here and into a house that I bought with my brother. He doesn't live in either of those houses, and because of that I'm going to cover the council tax and the mortgages on both of these properties, just because, like I said, he doesn't live in them, so it doesn't make sense for him to pay for them. So council tax is something that you pay in the UK and in Scotland, and this covers things like road repairs, street lights, it covers your water bill. It's just a tax that you basically pay to your local council to cover all of these things, and you pay this if you own a property or if you rent. I've got my electricity as 150, but that's like an average throughout the whole year. In summer months it'll be a lot less than that, in winter months it'll be a bit higher. I pay £150 a month to see a therapist. I get counselling every 2 weeks, £75 a session, and I've said in the past I have problems with anxiety, emetophobia, a sprinkle of depression, and I just think going to see a therapist regularly is good for me to keep it all, you know, ticking over up there. I should say I actually see the therapist even when I'm getting on good. I know it's a luxury, I know I'm fortunate to be able to afford that, but I've heard people describe it as prehabilitation. Rather than just waiting until things get really bad and seeing a therapist or a counsellor, I continue to see her even when things are good and just sort of keep things moving along at a good, nice place inside my head. So I just constantly go to therapy. It's just good for me, I think. I've got mortgage on the flat that I bought with my brother, and I've got a mortgage on this tiny house. The mortgage on the new flat is £430 and 2 pence per month, and the tiny house mortgage is £480. The mortgage on the tiny house is £480 and 52 pence per month. The mortgages aren't too big because me and my brother put in a good deposit on the new place, and for the tiny house I covered a lot of that purchase and renovation costs with my own cash rather than loans. Moving into monthly subscriptions, I pay £2.66 a month for Xbox Live. I don't really spend a lot on actual games because I buy the games used usually off like eBay, and then I complete them and then I sell them for pretty much the same price that I bought them for, so I don't lose a lot of money on buying video games. I pay £3.19 per month for NordVPN so that I can just like change my location if there's better stuff on other countries' Netflix. I'll just change my location and watch their Netflix. I pay £4.10 a month for Headspace, which is a meditation app. Again, I just do this to keep it all kosher up there. I pay £10.99 for Netflix, £12.99 for YouTube Premium, and that includes YouTube Music, so I don't need to buy anything like Spotify or Apple Music. And moving into business costs, what it costs to run my YouTube channel and my course, I pay £10 every month for Epidemic Sound, which is where I get my music for my YouTube videos, and I pay £154 per month for Kajabi, which is the platform I use to host my YouTube course. Now, before I get to the part of the video which I warned you all about in the intro, that some of you might be a little bit upset about how I spend or don't spend my money / how I live my life, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Skillshare, who are kindly giving the first 500 people who use my link below a free month of unlimited access to their platform and 40% off your first year of Skillshare membership. Whether you want to learn how to get started with video editing as a side hustle, how to invest in stocks as a complete beginner, or matching the vibe of this video, learn how to start budgeting in just 16 minutes, Skillshare has an extensive collection of premium classes on all of these topics and much, much more. Personally, having never built a website before but really wanting one, I recently went through Maya Faber's class on how to build a website, and within just a couple of hours my website was done. It was super simple to follow along with, and I'm really delighted with the outcome. Also, I need to take a quick second and mention my website name. GeorgeDunnit.com was already taken, so I created GeorgeDunn.net. If there's a prize out there for best website name of all time, I really think I should win it. So once again, to get a no-risk free month of unlimited access to all of the premium classes that Skillshare offers, click the link below. Using that link helps support the channel, which in turn will help me buy more hats for Junior. Now, moving into the potentially controversial part of this video, which might make me look a bit weird. In terms of luxury items, holidays, habits, and hobbies, I'm not really into things like expensive clothes or sports cars, and I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs, so none of my money goes into things like that. On the topic of hobbies, mine are all pretty low cost or free. I go for walks and cycles, I play video games with my friends, and I do YouTube, which despite being my job, I still really enjoy. In fact, if I wasn't getting paid for doing this, I would still do it. In a nutshell, I just kind of like relaxing and taking things easy. So for holidays and travel, I feel like this is the part of the video which might be a bit controversial and might make me look a bit weird. To be honest, I don't enjoy holidays or travel. I like the idea of it, but the reality is I've just never really enjoyed it. I don't think I've ever been on a holiday abroad or to a big city that I actually enjoy. I get too anxious to fly, and I'm just too ginger to enjoy the sun. So I've always just much preferred going to like the Scottish Highlands or places like the Lake District, which are more quiet and just surrounded by nature. I just sort of feel that that is much more enjoyable for me. So for now, travel isn't really an expense or a big desire of mine, but who knows, maybe in the future I'll take the world's biggest diazepam, get a flight to France, and have a lovely time eating baguettes in the French countryside for a week. Beyond all of the lifestyle and business costs I have, the rest of my money goes towards tax, and then whatever's left over I spend on the renovations. I found that putting money into renovations and houses is just something that I really enjoy. It's something I like doing and take a lot of satisfaction from, so I'll probably keep doing it until I'm in the ground or until they hoover me up. I've not really decided what option I'll go for yet. Going forward, my plan is to just keep moving forward like I currently am. I'll keep growing this YouTube channel, and in turn that'll grow my income. I'll finish the renovation that I've currently got on right now, and then my plan is to buy another abandoned tiny house to renovate. I'll also look at ways that I can reinvest my money into my little business so that I can do things like hire help and then free up time to pursue other projects, hobbies, and maybe a couple of diazepam fueled holidays. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you taking a second to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.